ball. I'm a dog, but I still wanna ball. And I'm not like a ball. I'm a dog, but I still wanna ball. And I'm not like a ball. I'm a dog, but I still wanna ball. Big feel like I'm ready to bend. I'm a 10, so I pull in a can. Like Jackie, stakes, all of the.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Vivian, or all around Vivian, however you guys know me, and I'm back again with another video. You guys, I'm actually so happy to be filming this video today. I'm so sorry if I've been so inconsistent. I feel like I've been apologizing so much, but yeah, I'm back again with filming. And you guys, if you guys don't know, back to school season is here again. My school literally resumes in like a month, and I really want to start bringing out the back to school content, starting with this video. This video is going to be a freshman advice to you guys that'll be coming into college, or if you're in high school student, just anybody generally that is maybe starting school or in school, because I just finished my freshman year and I'm entering into my sophomore year, and I just feel like I have a lot of experience, or some experiences that I've learned, or things I've learned in my first year that I want to tell you guys about, to actually prepare you guys ahead of time when you're coming. So guys, if you love this kind of video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, this is your first time seeing this face, please subscribe to my channel, and you're welcome to the family, you're welcome to the community. Over here is good vibes and nothing else. So guys, without wasting too much time in this video, let's just get right into today's video. Also guys, if there's any video you want me to film for back to school season, be sure to let me know in the comment section, and I'll do right well to hop onto it. So guys, over to the course of this video. So I actually had some things I jotted down in my notebook here, so if you see me looking down, I'm just trying to, you know, refresh my memory on what I wrote.
Feel like I'm ready to bend.
First off, we have the classes. You guys, your classes and your studies in general is your main priority. It's literally your first priority over every other thing you have, because that is the main purpose why you're in school in the first place. One thing I really appreciate right now as a university student is the flexibility that comes with being a student, because I remember in high school, you literally have your classes already set for you. You have the time. You literally start your day from 7 a.m. or in some schools 8 a.m. till like 4 or 5 p.m. But in university, you have the right to actually tweak your classes in the way it would work for you. You can decide to start taking your classes from 8 a.m. or you can decide to start taking it in the afternoon. So honestly speaking, I really love that flexibility that comes with it. When I got to university, I realized that I'm not a morning person at all. I've actually always known that, but I was very certain on it when I got to university. So I made sure all my classes was from like literally 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. just to get myself ready for the day. So if you know you are not a morning person, try to take your classes in the afternoon or towards the evening, whatever works for you, just so you can have your mind prepared and refreshed for the day. Because I noticed that some people like taking their classes in the morning, which is fine. If it works by you, then go ahead to do it. But the thing is that when you take your classes in the morning, some people are not fully awake. Because I had this morning class one time, I literally see almost everybody in the class is sleeping. I'm like, why did you choose this class if you know you're going to come to class to sleep? So but I have some friends that take 8 a.m. class, even 7 a.m. class, and it works for them. Like some people just prefer to do the whole class and get it all done and, you know, get on with the day. But for me, I prefer to start my classes in the afternoon. Like I try to plan my classes the same time interval, like probably from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. and I have the rest of the day to myself. And I could also do some content creation like I do, or editing in the morning while some people are in the class. So you just have to know what works for you best. And in uni, you don't look at your friend like in terms of, oh, my friend is taking this class, I want to take this class. Your friend is a different person entirely. It's not like in high school where you literally take the same classes with your friend. You need to see the classes that work for you, the elective that works for you, works for the degree and the part you are going to. Because some people come here and they fall victim to wanting to do what everyone is doing, and they find out that it doesn't work for them. I'm just going to use myself as an example. When I got to college, I was taking this course that literally all my friends were taking. 2 weeks into the class, I realized that that course was not what I was meant to take. So I literally just wasted 2 weeks of my time for that class. I had to go and adjust it and drop the course and take something else. So I'm just like, if you need guidance in your classes, be sure to go to any student help center that you have in your school. But trust me, with your classes, you want to plan your classes in a way that it's work for you, work for your schedule. And also don't forget that your studies is your main priority. When I was coming here, I made sure I like kind of reiterated it in my mind that no matter what happens, my studies come first. So whenever I have like a busy week or I have tests approaching, that is usually when I'm usually inconsistent on here, and I apologize. But you guys, my study above everything, because at the end of the day, I feel like I can always do content creation even after school. But my degree, I don't think I want to come back here and spend another 4 to 5 years trying to get the degree. So I'd rather just put my mind to it. And whenever I have the time, I do my content creation. So you guys, your studies above everything. So the second thing on my list here is actually making friends. You guys, if you're coming to university or if you're in high school students, I believe we all know this saying that no man is an island of its own, or no man is no man is an island, something along that line. You definitely need people and you need friends because they are going to help you in so many ways that you can possibly imagine. When I got to college, I decided within myself that I'm going to be very intentional about the friendship I make or the friends I keep, because in high school literally everyone was my friend. Like, you know, if you just talk to someone from that day, they are now your friend. But when I got to college, I told myself, you know what, I'm going to normalize having people as acquaintance. Like, there are just some people that when I see them on the road, you say hi and hello, and I know within myself that these people, they are not my friends. I feel like when you come to college, if you're a high school student, you should normalize having people as just acquaintance and not your friends. So you should be very intentional about the people you keep around you, because friends in college could make or mar you. There are some people that came here with a mindset of wanting to study, but when they got here, they mixed up with the wrong set of people, and it just kind of affected them. It affected everything from their studies to the way they relate, to the way they see life. And in terms of making friends, you want to make good use of opportunities like the orientation or clubs and society, or even join a sport, because when I got here I literally had no friend, but all the friends I have right now, it's from the orientation. I got to meet some of these people, and the orientation in my school worked in a way like you were forced to talk to people. We had this activity that they'll like go around and talk to 3 people and tell the organizer about those 3 people, like things you know about them. So this kind of activities forced me and forced other people to make friends. Literally all my friends, I knew them from the orientation week, and maybe if I know you, you would know someone, and just from there I get introduced and we become friends. So you need to make advantage of this kind of opportunity that your school may have, especially if you're an introvert and you don't really know how to talk to people. Meet your friends in a good setting. I don't believe that I can make a good friend in a club, a nightclub. I don't know, but I just feel like there's some setting where I want to make friends, right? There's some setting that when I go and meet people there, I just want to have them as acquaintance, not necessarily friend, except like it gets to that point. But you need to be very careful in choosing your friends, and some activities that your schools will be organizing are very important ways for you guys to make friends. The third thing I'm going to be talking to you guys about is your teachers. You guys, trust me when I tell you, your teachers do not hate you. I know it might sound a bit weird or awful coming from a Gen Z like me, but you guys, trust me, your teachers do not hate you. Because in high school, I literally used to get into banters with my teachers, and I just felt like they hated me or they didn't like me because they were reporting me to my parents literally every week. But now I'm out of high school, I've just realized that those things they were doing was actually to make me morally upright and to discipline me. I mean, obviously some teachers hate you, because I was in that situation. I got bullied by a teacher. I don't know if you guys want that story time, but I literally had to leave the school because of that. But in most situations, your teachers do not hate you. Like, they're just doing the best for you. And I feel like you should learn how to be disciplined around your teachers. You should learn how to be very patient with them. Because for me as an international student, when I got here with a Nigerian accent, one of the classes I had was taught by I don't know, is she Pakistan, one Asian country. And you guys, the struggle was real. I literally could not hear her in class, and that course was, it was a maths course, and me, I don't really like maths. Normally I need to put extra work whenever I'm doing maths, and it was such a struggle for me to hear her. And I noticed that many people in the class was actually struggling with that, and for some reasons they were kind of rude towards her, like whenever they're complaining that, oh, I can't hear you, we can't hear you, you're too. It reminded me of this TikTok. I don't know, I'll probably post the video if I find it, but you guys, it was a struggle to hear her. I just feel like you should learn to walk around every situation rather than being rude to her, because it's an accent and it's not a crime. But what I did when I noticed that this teacher, I could not hear her and it was affecting my studies, I actually found a maths help center. Apparently my school had a maths help center where students that are very good in like maths or science volunteer and teach students during their free time. So literally every Tuesday and Thursdays, you always see me in the maths help center, and that was how I was able to survive and succeed. I literally had a 90 something in that grade, and that finite maths happened to be my highest grade, like in all the courses I took. So I just feel like you should learn to work with your teachers and learn to use the resources that your school have, because I didn't know that my school had anything like a maths help center till I started complaining to my friends that, oh my god, I don't know what I'm going to do, because I'm literally not understanding what this woman is teaching. So learn to use the resources that you have and learn to befriend your teachers. Sometimes I go to her office and she teaches me separately, and that way I can like work my way towards understanding her. But if you have a teacher that you feel like you don't understand, it doesn't give you the right to be rude with them, because one thing I will tell you, there's no excuse for failure. My daddy literally always tells me that no matter, even if you can't understand their teaching or whatever, there is no excuse for failure. You should definitely have to find a way around it. Success is a must. Next I'm going to be telling you guys now is about parties. Yes, partying. I know this feeling when you come into school or when you come into college, especially if you are living away from your parents, you just feel like you have this total freedom to now do whatever you want. You can go to whatever party. You guys, I've been there before. When I got here during the orientation week, we had so many parties that were organized by my school and some organized by just students like myself. And I just wanted to be everywhere. Like I wanted to, I'm in a new country, because I know when I was at home, my parents never let me go out with my friends, even down to when I was in SS3. I was that go inside child. Yes. So but when I got here, you kind of have the freedom to now go to these parties. But you guys, what I want to tell you is that not all parties are for you. And I just feel like if you know you're from a home where you normally are not exposed to things like alcohol or cigarette or those kind of things, I don't think you coming to college should be the reason why you should start mingling with those kind of things. When I got here, I had to sit myself down and talk to myself that, you know what, right from when I was at home and I was never let to smoke or drink, so why should I come here now because of my parents are not here and start doing those things? I'm not saying it's wrong for you to go to parties. Definitely I still go to parties, like whenever I can go to parties, but you should be able to differentiate and discern the party that you know is for you and parties that are not for you, because there are some parties that people have gone to and they got involved in things that they know nothing about. Because with parties, like, there are a lot of people that are there, mix of people, and just some people that are there are carrying things that you don't even know about. And also disassociate yourself from things that are not for you, because sometimes whenever people like invite me for a party, I just tend to ask them, oh, what's the theme of this party? Let me know if it's something that I can go. Is it a party where you need to be stark naked? Is it a party where there will be so many things that I don't want to associate myself with? The moment I get that hint, I'm like, oh, you know what, I have something doing, or I'm busy, or sometimes I just give you gifts and excuse myself from that situation. But this is not telling you guys that you cannot have fun, just that with everything, moderation is key. The next thing I'm going to be talking to you guys is about drama. My dearly beloved subscribers, or anyone watching this video, please avoid drama at all costs. If you're coming to university, if you're a college student or a high school student, you want to avoid drama, because college is not the place for all those childishness that we were all displaying in high school. I don't think college tolerates any form of immaturity. There are some things that we used to do in high school that, based on our level of intelligence then, it was okay. But when you come to college, you can't still be doing the things you were doing as a child. Like, I just feel like when you come to college, you need to display some form of maturity. There are some things you would hear, even things you were not involved in. Like, I literally have story times for you, but maybe one of these days when I'm courageous enough to tell you guys these things, I'll tell you. Because there's a particular day I heard something and I'm like,
ow, jump scare.
when did I do that? You need to avoid drama, because you would not want your name to be going around everywhere and your gist to be spreading around everywhere. Because in college, people talk. When they say walls have ears, you guys, they were not lying. People, you would remember saying something to only one person, before you know it, 30 people know about it and they're all coming back like, oh, I heard you said this, and you're like, oh my god, I only said it to one person. So you just need to be careful the things you say. Learn to
keep your mouth shut when it's necessary.
Trust me, I'm a victim of that and I still make those mistakes, but you guys, you don't want to learn the hard way. Surviving campus from someone who has lived on campus for a year. If you're someone that don't know how to tolerate people, definitely don't try to live in a college dorm. Have your space to yourself if you can afford it. When I got here, I kind of was just thrown into this place, like living with people that are not from my own geographical location, and we don't think alike, we don't have the same values. It was a lot of struggle. Almost every time I had to be going to the residence office to complain of one thing or the other, or just telling the Holy Spirit to lead me and let me just through it and end it. People I was living with, I love my roommate so much, like she was not a problem, but my suite mates, God, I thank you for delivering me. You just need to learn how to tolerate people. That's all I can say in that regard. Like, if you have the money and you can get a space for yourself, for your own mental health, you guys do that. I just have to remind myself that not everybody was raised by my mom, and don't get yourself mixed up with things that you don't want. What's I told myself that no matter what, I'm not letting them to throw a party in my room or letting my room be used for whatever illegal things or illicit things, because from that thing you might get exposed to some of these things and it could lead to arrest or even jail term. Like, over here in this white man's land, the severity of some situations you would not even imagine. So I just feel like if you're living on campus, you should learn to have your own things, so you don't necessarily need to be sharing things with everyone, because sometimes things get mixed up and the bacteria from all those things is just nasty. So you should learn to tolerate people, number one. Like, have a good relationship with the person you're living with, so you can always talk to them about maybe something that you do not like. But if you can afford to stay on your own, by all means help yourself. Please, suffer no they pay anybody. Soft life always. If you can afford your own place, by all means help yourself out. Making money. The fact that you're a college student and you have classes does not excuse you from, having a job. You need to find a way to make money. If you can acquire a skill, it's going to help you so much. I don't know if you guys know, but I make hair. Follow my hair page, Hair Magic by Vivian. You see my work there. You can learn how to do hair. You can learn how to do nails or makeup. Literally, whenever we have activities in schools, people usually book a lot, and it's also a way for you to just have some form of additional income, especially if you're in a place where you can't like actually work, or you're not allowed to work for some reasons. You can learn to just acquire basic skills that would serve you during your stay in university or in college or even in high school. I just feel like going to school is not enough. You need to actually have something on the side that is like a side hustle that will be paying you. If you know how to do content creation, you can start that. I was going to do a video of actually things to do before coming to Canada, but I don't know if you guys will find that helpful. But if you can, acquire a skill when coming here, and also learn how to make your money work for you. This is literally my first time being in charge of my funds. When I was at home, my parents were literally in charge of everything money wise. If I need money, I'll need to give them 51 reasons why I need that money, you know. But here I'm in charge of my own money, and I feel like some people get carried away with buying things that do not serve them. As a college student or as a high school student, you need to know that there are some things that are not just in your budget at all. There are just some things you should not even be looking at twice. All these Gucci, Dior and branded products, you guys, a time will come when we'll be able to afford it and afford 3 of it. But I feel like with the minimum wage jobs that we're working now, you don't need to be looking at things that will cost you literally all your savings. You need to learn how to save and also learn how to differentiate things that are for you and things that are for high income earners. Some people got carried away and they started spending frivolously and spending on things that would not even necessarily serve them. If you want to buy something, think twice about buying it. Do I really need this? And I'm not saying you should not spoil yourself. At least every once in a while, you're working for the money, learn to spoil yourself. Whenever I still need something, even if I don't necessarily need it, I just like it, I get it for myself. But there's a kind of moderation that comes with it and discipline. Don't just spend money on things that you don't necessarily need. Like, try to save those money and spend it on better things like your food, your health. We need to learn how to save your money and put them to good use when it is necessary. I'm now going to talk to you guys about your grades. I want you all to know that your grades do not define you. Like, I'm a 4.0 student by the grace of God, you guys, and with trying to maintain a 4.0 GPA comes so much struggle, so much strain on your mental health. Like, so many times I kind of let my grades define me. If I don't meet up to the grade or the percentage I want, I start feeling like a failure. I start feeling like, oh, I'm a waste, or I'm wasting my parents' money. But sometimes I have to come back and tell myself that your grades do not define you. A bad grade doesn't determine where you'll be in the next 2 years. You just need to learn how to work around it and learn from your mistakes. Before that, you did not get up to the grade you wanted, doesn't mean you're a failure, doesn't mean you're gonna die. I'm saying this to myself also. When you're in college, you need a lot than we did in high school to maintain your GPA, because I remember in my high school, literally an 80 gets you an A, but here in my school, a 91 and above gets you an A or an A star. I always feel like any small drop is going to affect my chances of maintaining my grade. But you guys, there is no success without failure. Like, most of the time, whenever I feel like I failed, that is what actually gets me back on my toes to actually do the work. You need to learn how to not procrastinate. Honestly, I should have said this in the beginning, but procrastination is a theft of time, really. They did not lie. You need to learn how to stop procrastinating and do your work the moment you get it. The next thing I'm going to be talking to you guys about is your dressing and your clothes. I know when you come to college, everyone wants to dress well, everyone wants to be a fashionista, but please guys, try not to spend so much money on clothes, because what is really annoying for me is how non-durable clothes are. You buy a clothes now and in the next 2 days you're throwing the clothes away because it's probably worn out. Try not to invest so much. I mean, it's good to dress well. Like, once in a while I try to dress well to classes, but when I got here to college, you literally see people wearing pajamas to class. So I was like, what am I stressing? Honestly speaking, it's good to dress well. I really hate it. I don't like seeing people wearing pajamas to class. Like, that is just so much minimal effort on your own side. But don't get into the idea of wanting to buy all the whole clothes or wanting to look like Beyonce or Ira Star to class. Please, you're here for studying. Nobody really cares. Like, whatever fashion you do here, trust me, it's for your own good. Nobody really cares here. But if you can, definitely get some basics and get some clothes that you like, but don't go around spending bank, you know, on clothes. Like, I just feel like clothes are so perishable that it's not even worth all the money that some people spend on them. I think it's better for you to also know the stores around you, like the malls or the clothing stores around you, and try to know the days they have sales, so you can actually save some money and buy yourself some nice clothes. The last thing I want you to end this video is probably what you all have been waiting to hear, and it's about relationships. I mean, the romantic relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend, those kind of things. You guys, I said to save that one for the last, just so I can tell you guys my take on it. One thing I always tell myself is that relationship, boyfriend or girlfriend, boys would always be there. Like, God is so graceful, so faithful. He created over 7 billion people. So definitely there's someone out there for you. there will always be boys while you're in school. When you graduate, even in your old age, there will always be boys or there will always be girls. So I just feel like don't get carried away when you come to college or when you're in high school, because everyone is in a relationship and everyone is doing something does not mean it's for you, does not mean it will serve you, because some people don't know how to navigate relationships well, and whenever they enter a relationship, devote all their time and attention towards that relationship that they leave their grades to fail. Nothing, you guys, I repeat, nothing is worth your grades, nothing is worth your studies, nothing is worth you dropping out of class or failing your classes. When you are in school, your mind should be in school. You should allow yourself time for fun and relaxation, because some people come into college and they give themselves out to relationship that would not serve them, that they will come leave that relationship worse than they even entered. And if you're in a relationship, I just hope you know how to navigate it and balance the two things, your relationship and your school life, because nothing is worth your studies at all. Don't just go around entering a relationship because your friends are in a relationship. If you know you're not in a relationship, please do not pressure yourself. It's really not worth it. Trust me, it's really not worth it. From the things I've seen here, it's really not worth it. Not everyone is actually worth your time and attention. And if you can also have that kind of mindset, you would know how to discern the people that you should keep as just friends and people that you should even send away, like depart from me. So guys, I've come to the end of this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you got an insight or an advice, one or two advices that you could help to skill yourself through school. If there's anything you want to know about surviving college, please let me know in the comment section. And you can also share this video to someone that you know is in need of it or is aspiring to start their college life or their high school life, and it will definitely help them. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel and join the family. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Thank you so much for everything you do for my channel. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.